Hello, my name is Elizabeth Vries and I'm an evolutionary astrologer. I used to be a columnist for a well-known arts and entertainment magazine for 18 years. I wrote an astrology column, a full page for the entertainment industry and for a sort of overview of what was going on in the heavens at that time. So I've had a lot of experience in astrology. I've been an astrologer 35 years. I didn't study astrology till I was in my late 40s, and then I picked it up and I thought, oh my God, I can't believe how accurate this is about my own life. I started it by studying my own chart and seeing the synchronicity of certain energetic connections with my natal chart and the day I was born. So I wanted to talk about February today. I really want to get into it because February is a month of change. It's a month of, not that haven't already been going through it, but it's a month of incredibly energetic shifts and things happening out of the blue. And we start the month, February the 1st, with a full moon in Leo. Now, we've got that. What that means is we're going to have the sun in Aquarius, the moon in Leo, opposing each other. And Leo is a very passionate, hot fire sign, fixed sign. And Aquarius is a very powerful, fixed air sign. So you're going to see the heart coming up against the mind, our fixed beliefs, things that we've held on to way too long. And the heart is saying, listen to me, I'm the center of your being. I am connected to your mighty soul, which is connected to the all that is. Listen to me, because that's where our seat of wisdom is, and that's where our seat of love is. And so you've got the heart. You're gonna have compassionate wrenchings of the heart in opposition to the fixed thoughts and the breakthrough in consciousness that's going to take place in some people. Also, a lot of revolutionary energy, because revolutions are related to Pluto in Aquarius, and Pluto in Aquarius is not going to be that far away from the full moon. So you're going to have Pluto in opposition to the moon and close to the sun, but not close, but close enough. So I would expect to see, starting February 1st, even though we've been going through dramatic, explosive, very upsetting changes, I see a turn in the road for February. And some of the aspects in February have not been astrologically recorded in our history for over 14,000 years. So this month is bringing up some new aspects and new ways of aspecting, and that's going to bring forth Aquarius also Aquarius with the full moon in Leo can also relate to military building up. So we could see our government trying to build up the military to back their belief systems, Aquarius, and the moon in Leo saying, no, we need to be more compassionate, we need to be more loving, we need to be more one, we need to be more heartfelt, we need to get out of our sticking to our beliefs and who's right and who's wrong, and we need to just care about each other. Moon in Leo is a very generous, open, giving moon, but it can also be a Leo being the very first, the sun, relating to the sun, it relates also to our ego. So there can be an ego opposite belief systems, which doesn't surprise anybody right now, I'm sure. February 4th, Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, a very combustible planet, it's been in Taurus at 27 degrees. It's going to go stationary. When a planet goes stationary, it means when you look at it in the heavens, it doesn't look like it's going back. It doesn't look like it's going forward. It's sitting in one place for a while. And when that happens, it's very, very powerful effect on all of us. And sort of an out of the blue, shake it up baby, Uranus and Taurus, it could even shake Mother Earth. Definitely February, we're going to continue to have breaks and openings and new ways of thinking and fighting and revolutionary energies swirling around in the air. It doesn't mean it's all negative, but I'm just telling you where the planets are right now. The signs that are the most affected right now would be Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. They're the fixed signs, so they will be dealing with squares and oppositions, or any planet that you have in your chart that is in one of those signs. That area of your life could be quite profoundly affected. Plus, we're later in the month, we're going to have a solar eclipse. We want to see where that sits in your chart to see how that's going to affect you. So we're going to have Mercury and Venus shift out of Aquarius between the 6th and the 10th of February. But that's not really, that happens every month. So that's not, it's going to go into Pisces, and that's going to feel easier. It's going to feel softer. Venus in Pisces is more compassionate. Mercury in Pisces could lead to confusion and a rectification in some way of what we've been going through lately. I just wrote some notes here, so I'm just trying to see what else. Okay, so let's hop forward. On Valentine's Day, we're going to have Saturn move into Aries. And Saturn moving into Aries, we've just completed on Earth a 30-year cycle. Saturn coming out of Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, Aries being the first sign of the zodiac. There's going to be a conscious focus on identity. But Aries is also a restless self-identification sign. So we're going to try to stabilize our own selves. That's going to be a strong point in our own soul journey. Is all this chaos is going around me. It's just, I can't get out of it. So we're stepping back into the center of our being. And the Saturn in Aries is trying to help us come home to ourselves. Now, it's also going to, at the same time, meet up with Neptune, which just went into Aries. And Aries is a Martian, fiery, restless, male energy. So we've moved from the soft energy of Pisces and chaos and confusion and lies and deliberations that don't make sense and all that into Aries. Aries says we gotta clean house, we gotta start over. Both those planets heading into Aries, it's like a starting over period. So those are going to be at 0 degrees, and in astrology, when you got planet at 0 degrees, that's what's called a critical degree. There are only 4 critical degrees. When you've got a planet in a critical degree, it makes its impact way stronger. So the Saturn going into Aries conjunct Neptune that just went into Aries. And I'm going to do a video just on that Neptune in Aries, because that only happens every 145 years. So it's a big one. So we just had that shift of it having gone the entire zodiac. So the Mercury also, we're going to deal in March with Mercury going retrograde in Pisces. We'll talk about that in another video. And that's going to be like, Mercury in Pisces, it's it's going to come back and clean up a lot of the mess, a lot of the confusion, a lot of the chaos. It's going to bring more clarity to us. It's going retrograde on the 28th of February. So we still got a little ways to go in that, but we might feel the effect of it in the last week of February. We might feel it slowing down and getting more mushy, and what do we do and how do we deal with that with the Mercury in Pisces? It's not in a strong position in Pisces. It's more chaotic. It's more confused. So we'll be trying to sort out a lot of things at the end of February. So when I look back to Neptune, I was looking back in when was Neptune last in Aries, and that was in April 1861. And within 24 hours of this is a negative aspect of what we're going through. Within 24 hours, Neptune in Aries caused a civil war. So we're kind of in that spot right now. I don't think we're going to take that direction, but we are in that spot. It's pretty damn intense, as you all know. Okay, I'm going to do a part 2 to this. My phone is acting up.